to a new episode of Treeple Goes Places. While you guys were gone, I did some looking at stuff. I rearranged my inventory to, it still looks scrambled now, but it's a lot more the way that I usually have it, and it makes sense to me, okay? Yeah, so I looked at some stuff. I cooked all of our food. All the food has been cooked. I think it's raining, but I think I have rain off. Alright, so there's our rain. Do I not have rain sounds? Okay. Anyway, where were we? We were up there. Yes. I went. I went through all of our stuff, got rid of all the things we didn't need. And then what in the? Okay. I made a bucket, made iron pickaxe and shovel, just so I have a shovel. Cooked all the food, and then I learned how that mechanic works with the attack bar. So now I know properly how to actually kill things. That's probably why I was bad at killing things. Because I didn't know how the attack bar worked. I didn't even, whatever. So yeah, I saw a spider, so I was like, oh, I'm gonna go and get some string. And the spider despawned. So that's why I started out where I started, because it became daylight, and I was like, okay, I'll just start the video from here. Because it was a great view, and yeah. So now I'm trying to figure out where that ravine was. Maybe it was just a cave. Yeah, it was probably just that area right there. So, we are just going to continue on. Gonna keep on keeping on in this direction. Yeah. So, okay. I think it was a zombie. Thought I heard a spider for a second. I'm here to kill you. Looks like a plains over there. Perfect. That's wonderful. Sorry. I'm just getting rid of the smaller numbers first, so that, yes. Hopefully there is a village with a saddle there. Yes. Lava is my friend, okay? So it's probably, I'm recording a lot of these episodes together just so that I have them to upload. Well, Jameson's uploading them, but yes, because he has the intro. I don't have the intro. That's how behind I am with the times. Dang, I'm not gonna know what time it is. I have a thing on. I have like crud on my mouse. Cave. I like caves. This is great. I don't need more iron though. I'll just leave. So, I figured just like talking about what I'm going to do over and over again. Sheesh. I've found so many villages. Gosh, I'm good. Anyway, I feel like instead of talking about what I'm gonna do for the episode over and over again, like, alright, the reason I'm doing this is because, and so that's why I'm doing it. Yeah, so instead, I'm going to tell you guys a story. Not really a story, but this is why, at least for me, this is why I have been sort of not uploading a lot lately. Of course, I've had school. In case you guys didn't know, you probably knew this, but Jameson and I go to the same school. Yes, we go to the same school. We were both juniors this previous year, so we are going to be seniors. Whoop. Class of 2017 this year. I wish I had string. So we were busy with that. School, it wasn't that difficult. I know everybody says that your junior year is the most difficult, but it's, at least for me, and probably Jameson as well, it was not terrible. It was really not that bad. That took up a lot of time. So the only time that I would have had was making videos would be after school, which after school he and I both manage tennis for girls. So yeah, that took up our time as well. So then the only time I would have had besides that is after that, and you guys probably didn't know this, but I am a Boy Scout, and at this point I am working to earn all of the merit badges. I'm already an Eagle Scout. I am attempting to earn all the merit badges, so that took up all my time besides the time that I was spending at school and at sports, which for the whole year in the fall, Jameson and I are both in tennis, and then in the winter I am in swimming, and then in the spring we both manage tennis. So right now we are on summer vacation, but I do a lot of stuff during summer vacation. I am probably more busy during summer vacation than I am during school, because during school I spend my time at home and at school mostly, but during the summer I am all over the place. So so it is currently July. I assume that these will be uploaded around the end of July, but in June, one of the major Boy Scout things that I was doing was, for those of you who are in Boy Scouts or know anything about it, which is probably not many of you, I went to Philmont Scout Ranch with the OOOO trail crew, which was basically a cheap way to get to Philmont for me, because I don't have a big troop, and I don't have a big troop. Sorry. And I don't have a very rich family, which you can probably tell that based on my computer quality. So yes, we're going to explore this cave now while I continue talking. So yes, I went to Philmont Scout Ranch with the OATC, OOOO Trail Crew. I didn't need that iron. Gosh darn it. This cave is leading me to nowhere. Except, I don't know this. So, yeah, I went to Philmont, and that took basically 3 weeks of the month of June. So basically, 3/4 of the month, I was in New Mexico instead of Indiana. So yeah, far away from home, not really easily able to record videos when you're at Philmont. Yeah, so I'm going to talk about that today. I can talk about other scout stuff, or I can talk about other things that I do during the summer, or I can talk about anything. So if you guys have a request about something for me to talk about, I will talk about it. Maybe, if it's not too personal or anything. Yes, just doing whatever I can to make this series as valuable, I don't know, entertaining as possible. I'm gonna travel through the night. I have my iron armor. I don't need to sleep. I'm not scared. So anyway, yes. So where was I? Yeah, I'm gonna talk about like what I did at Philmont. So basically what OOOO Trail Crew is basically you go to Philmont for 2 weeks. I said I was gone for 3 because of like extra days, like getting there, leaving. I took a train, which is a 21-hour train ride, so that's a whole day on the train, and then a day there, and then actually like starting. So what it is, it's 2 weeks, and so the first week you spend basically it's called OOOO Trail Crew, and basically you build trail for a week. We built trail on Mount Phillips, which is the second highest peak at Philmont. So yeah, we were at about 10,000 feet, I think. The average Indiana elevation is like 1,000, I think, or something. So yeah, I was not like in a very normal place for me. So that's where I was. Sweet, get more bones, in case I get a dog. Get more arrows, in case I get a bow. Yeah, I don't need that. So, yeah, we were on the second highest peak at Philmont, 10,000 feet. Give me your string. Alright, so, basically, it wasn't that bad. It wasn't very difficult or anything. The trail, it was a very, like, gradual... Wow, that's a lot of creepers. It was a very gradual trail, like, not very steep or anything. One of the highlights of, like, our work was, we built a rock wall. We like completed a rock wall that was like 10 feet long, and so if you don't know what a rock wall is as far as trail building, a rock wall is basically it's for used when the trail, like the edge of the mountain is very steep on the downward slope of the trail, and so it's not stable at all. So basically you gather rocks and pile them up along the side, and build a rock wall to hold up the trail. And so it was like, I think it was like 20 feet long. That's my estimate of a rock wall. So that's pretty good. And then we also, I don't know, went probably another 1,000, 2,000 feet down the trail from where it was. Yes. So that's what we did the first week. And then the second week is basically like a build your own trek week. We say where we want to go, and then they figure out like a path for us to like visit as much stuff as we can. And so the trek itself, it was 7, technically 6 days. Because the 7th day we basically, like, from where we were the previous night, we took a bus back to camp. So we went about 77 miles was the final distance. I missed about 5 miles of that because I was sick. So I went about 72-ish miles. Still, more than I thought it would be, and I was happy with that. So some of the things that we visited, there's a place called Lover's Leap, which has a legend. It's a lot like a Romeo and Juliet type story, but it was very nice. It's not like a high peak or anything, but it was a very pretty place. Good, like, nice area, everything like that. So I really enjoyed that one. We also went up a peak, Trail Peak. That was the first peak we went up. I think that one was like 10,000 something feet tall at the peak. So yeah, it was kind of difficult. Pretty difficult. Dogs. Yes. Yes. This is amazing. Alright. I will gather dogs, and then I will continue my story once I have some dogs. Come on. You just killed it. Don't tell me. Is that a spider? No. Okay. Alright. Dog. Sweet. Dog. 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 Did you just kill my dogs? Zombie village. Yeah, so these are my dogs now. Oh, dang it. Alright, are you all good and healthy? You are not good and healthy. But I don't have any meat for you, so you can live. Alright. Skeleton. Good guy. You are not mine, you're not mine. Alright. So we will continue on going. Sorry, I got really quiet there while I was talking. I might like have to speed that up if there was like literally nothing happening. If you couldn't hear anything, I will like just cut it out. But anyway, so yeah, we climbed up Trail Peak. It has like a oh shoot, this is bad. This is gonna be bad. Yeah, this is bad. Not good for me. So Trail Peak has horses too. Dang it. Yeah, I want horses. Trail Peak has a basically man. It has a plane crash site from World War II, which, I mean, it's just like a bunch of like shrapnel and stuff like that. Sweet, got a bow. Not that great of a bow, but I got a bow now. Sweet. All right. So yeah, it has like a plug on it. And then after that, we kind of hiked around a lot. Not a lot of highlights. We went up what's called the Tooth of Time. It's like 7,000 feet. It was pretty hard because one of the trails was like basically straight up. I can give one of them. I don't need this meat, but I can give one of them. Can I not give you? Oh, I have to use a die. Dang it. Alright. Ooh, this looks like it could be a nice place. No, it's just a tall wall. Alright. I'm looking for a place to end it off. But to finish off my story, we went up a lot of... After that, there wasn't very many like peaks or anything that we went up. But it was fun, I guess. So yeah. That is one of the things that I have been doing while you have not been seeing videos from us. And so basically the past 3 episodes, including this one, the past 3 episodes have been all recorded, not videotaped. They've all been recorded pretty much like the same time. Just trying to cover my bases so I don't have to worry about recording all the time, so I'm able to upload regularly. We are able to upload regularly, and yeah. So I'm not. So these. Gosh dang! Why do I always do this? Anyway. So yeah, all of these, sorry, I always focus and get really quiet whenever I'm attacking things. We will go up there. That is a sweet, no, we're coming underneath it. That's a sweet location. Run away, don't attack it. Attack that thing. Man, this is bad. I just really don't want them to like, explode and kill my dogs. Gosh, freaking. Well, I guess you're my buddy now. Welcome to the fam. Anyway, yeah, so these are all being recorded basically simultaneously. I told Jameson about it. I think he's recording a solo series as well. Yes, perfect. So yes. So hopefully we will have a bit of stuff to upload for you guys. Yeah, I hope that these videos are entertaining you. I was just saying that so that you all know what's going on, why we're not uploading, yeah, everything that's happening right now with Trionic Gaming. So, yeah. That will be the end of the video, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. I hope you like the talking a little more than like the story talking a little more than the not story talking, the just talking blandly. I hope you enjoyed it. So I will see you guys in the next episode.